home, undoubtedly one of the most important things that you need to consider is to make sure that you have great professional real estate photography. You see, your photography is the basis for all your marketing and advertising. So whether it's flyers, postcards, print ads, internet postings, even a lot of online videos today are nothing more than your photography. So if you want to have your property sold and you want to get the most that this market can bear, this video is really important for you, especially before you select an agent. You see, most consumer grade cameras are great for taking pictures of objects. A lot of real estate agents and most people use these. They're great for taking pictures of a person or a group or an object like a statue. But great real estate photography is able to take pictures of a space or environment that something sits in or is surrounded by, so that a potential buyer can get a feel for what it's like to live in your home. Your real estate agent needs to have not only professional grade equipment, but you need to make sure that they have a wide angle lens, which basically squeezes a photo so that you can see more of its surroundings. So instead of using a real estate agent that uses a consumer grade camera or their cell phone to take pictures, use someone that uses a wide angle lens. I don't want to bore you with all the technical details of the differences, but here's just some examples. You can see in this first picture, it's a bedroom. Using a regular consumer grade camera, it is basically a corner of a wall. But when you use a wide angle lens, it opens up the space. You're able to see a lot more of the environment. Here's an example of a foyer using consumer grade camera. And now here's an example of using one with the wide angle lens. You can see much more of the space, and it definitely gives a better idea to a buyer for the area that this is shot in. You can use this whether it's in the yard or the kitchen. Basically, all of your pictures for your property should be used with a wide angle lens. This is especially important for small spaces. The other thing that you need to make sure that they have is HDR, or high dynamic range photography, which solves the exposure problems caused by bright lights like windows or dark shadows. This brings colors out and details and textures that are natural, and you can see them in a pleasing way. The reason that I think all of this is so important is because out of all the homes that people find and look at, they basically go online, and 83%, and that number is growing every day, find their home online first. And so they're looking at hundreds of homes and they have to narrow it down to just a few. Your photography is the most important thing. It's going to capture their attention and get them excited about your place. Another question that a lot of people would ask from this is, why don't all real estate agents use HDR technology and a wide angle lens? And the reality is that not all realtors are created equal. You see, not all realtors work full-time and can afford to hire a professional photographer, or can afford the cost of professional high-end equipment and detachable lenses that can cost thousands and thousands of dollars. The reality is if the real estate agent is cutting corners and not using this equipment, who is that costing? It's costing you. So you need to make sure whoever you hire to be your real estate agent, that they can take great photography using a wide angle lens and HDR technology, so that they can compel as many buyers as possible to come out and look at your property. It makes a significant difference in all of your marketing and advertising. And the last thing that you want is for your property not to sell and to sit on the market for a long time where no one comes out and looks at it and you don't get any offers. So anyways, these are my thoughts for today.